What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of
The Truth Sucks.
The Truth Sucks. I am your host, Brian.
With Matthew.
With Matthew by my side, like always. So today we got a few more scenarios again. I guess we'll try to do the best we can. Try not to start any arguments amongst ourselves if we can. But yeah, we have I think we have some very interesting ones today, right?
Very different from the last one, but yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see what kind of advice we could give these folks today. But before we get started, we do want to give a warning. We are in no way, shape, or form certified to do any of this. We are not licensed professionals. We are not certified professionals. We are in no way any kind of professional. We have no right giving anybody any advice?
Yeah.
So every piece of advice that we give is based on our own personal opinions and our own personal experiences and beliefs. So any advice that we do give, just take it with a grain of salt. And again, understand we are not certified. We are not qualified in any way to give people advice. So yeah. Well, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
I'll let you read the first one just to make sure it's not too long, because you're like those kids in school that read with the finger.
So the first scenario is called "My partner of 2 years no longer wants to have sex with me."
Oh, that's not rough.
I've been with my partner for 2 years, and we got together like most couples. We were at like rabbits multiple times a day. A really healthy sex life. I'll get tired by the second round, but okay. I know relationships never stay this way, and eventually the honeymoon period ends. However, he literally never wants to have sex with me. I never brought it up multiple times, and the conversation always ends up in a fight. This is after months of me always being the one to try the one with him. Most times I get rejected by him. So in the end, I had to stop trying because it was really hurting me. He says that it's not a question of not being attracted to me, but it's made me so depressed and left me hating myself. I don't even get out of bed today because I no longer see the point. I don't see why things had to change so drastically and why it's always me who's trying to initiate things. For me, it's completely wrecked what little confidence I had. We had a blazing row about it again, and I'm getting to the point where if things don't change, I'm going to have to leave for my own mental health. I'm head over heels for this guy. Leaving would be the very last thing I would want to do, but this is affecting me so much. Please, do anyone have any advice?
That was a tough one, bro. She's a chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think he's cheating on her?
No.
Well, you think about it, right? What was that one show? The one that murdered his family?
So what you're implying is that like he's already having it with somebody else, so he doesn't want to have it with her?
Yeah, because they're saying, they're like studies and all this research that when somebody doesn't want to, or somebody cheat on you, they turn less to reject having sex. Yeah,
because like I said, they've already done it. Would they want to do it again?
So that's what I think. I think he's cheating on her or having it with somebody else, and then once he gets home, he's like, what's the point?
I think what if he just doesn't really want to?
Then why wouldn't he address it then? Why would he just no, why would he reject it?
Because he doesn't want to. This is like the what is it? It's like the like we said in one of our last episodes, bro. It's a two-way thing, bro.
Exactly.
If he doesn't want to, you can't make him. But
at least communicate with your partner that you're not
feeling it.
Yeah, or at least not.
Like you want him to give her a reason.
No, not give a reason. Just be straight up. Like, I don't want to do as much as we did before. Instead of just like saying no. Like you just leaving her.
Shouldn't him saying no kind of hint at that though?
Yeah, but like, I mean, how you gonna? She said drastically, so it must have changed pretty bad. Then
it must have been one day yes and
exactly
just no.
Yeah. It's like I just wonder. Like
I don't know. She might be over exaggerating that part.
But I mean, it does happen. I'm pretty sure relationships after like that certain period of time.
No, it does for sure, but you can't expect what is it? You can't expect somebody to match your sex drive if it just doesn't work out, you know?
Yeah, but what
if he was just doing it in the first place to like, cause she wanted to, but then he really never wanted to like that. You get me? What if he doesn't have that kind of sex drive to be like, It was fun. I just don't want to do it like
But
that
that's when the
anymore.
communication started. Like, if there's no communication, obviously it doesn't happen with her. Like, she wants to leave because, I mean,
Because yeah, the way she makes it sound, it sounds like she nags him but doesn't talk to him.
but she said she's trying to initiate it, and he's just like,
That's why that's nagging. That's not addressing the situation. That's not like, oh no, you get me? Instead of being like, hey yo, can we talk for a second? That's what it sounds like. And I'd be annoyed too if I was a dude. I'd be like, get away! Like, what do you want? Stop!
Yeah, but I feel like he should just talk it out more instead of just like.
Yeah, but like I said, what is it? Relationships are a two-way street, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if she wants to talk, or if he wants to talk, like, bro, you guys gotta agree to talk, not like kind of try to force him to do it, because that's what it sounds like she's doing.
That's crazy. I wonder. But 2 years. It's really. Does a honeymoon really stay there for 2 years?
It sounds like it's been going on for a while, hasn't it?
No, she said that. I think what she's saying is like after the 2 year mark, it's like.
I've been for 2 years. We get together. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, why argue about it? Though? Why is he gonna start an argument?
Because bro, it's annoying. It probably
Yeah,
gets
but
annoying.
what if she's trying to like address the situation and he's just ready like, forget about it.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think, well, in my personal experience, arguments usually come from annoyance and like, what is it? Like badgering. And it's like she probably does it so much. And it's like, bro, I told you no. Like, stop. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she's sat down with him and talked about it.
But what if she's trying, but then he's just ignoring it, which ends up in a fight?
No, because if she would have been trying, she would have said that. It doesn't, because she told us, bro, if you're willing to tell us about your sex life, why would you miss out that detail about like not trying to talk to
I'm pretty sure because she's not trying to fluff it out. She's just trying to get straight to the point.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you still gotta talk. Like you said, your relationship, right? You have to talk to each other. So it doesn't sound like she talks to him. It sounds like she's just trying to initiate. And it's like that's why she's so depressed, and that's why she's so like
messing up her mental health
herself, because it's like you're like, well, from my experience, like that like low self-esteem and low confidence usually comes from like
mental health.
You're telling yourself that. Nobody's told you that. You're telling yourself that, right? Mm-hmm. So it seems like instead of talking to him, she's creating these scenarios. Oh, I'm probably ugly. I'm probably doing that. Instead of like, bro, just talk to him and find out why.
So what would you give? No, not advice. Well, we'll get to the advice after. But what do you think he did wrong in his part? Because we're gonna tackle both sides of the story.
Yeah, I think not talking to her, pretty much, not telling her why. Because, like I said, there's a difference between being like asking, oh, why don't you want to, as opposed to just being like, oh, come on, and then him being like, go, I don't want to. I think I think he should have like talked to her. It's communication. That seems to be the problem. It's just communication. Because, like I said, from what you read and from what it sounded, the tone of the whole post, it does sound like she hasn't talked to him, or had at least not tried to talk to him. You get me?
Yeah.
Because like the only time she mentions that he gets like upset is because she's nagging him, like trying to push him to it. But he's like, no, bro.
Well, I mean, in my perspective, I mean, there's our days where you're just like, I don't want to do it today, whatever.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I feel like they shouldn't argue over that specific thing. If he's making a big deal out of it, like saying he doesn't want to, and then it becomes a fight, then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's not making a big deal about it. She's making the big deal. Well, yeah,
because they both of them have needs. So I mean, if one's not being met, then
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's an argument because to him it's not a big deal. Yeah. To her it's a big deal. He's not making a big deal about it because he's still like, I don't want to today. I don't want to do it. But she's the one that's like, she's the one complaining, not him. So she's the one that's like, I need it, and he's like, bro, what? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, but see,
but it's like that. I think it's a communication thing. It just sounds like a communication, like what is it? Like a lack of communication. If you.
But what if she is communicating, but he's just not comprehending it?
Like I said, if she was, she would have told us, but she hasn't told. That's what I'm saying. This isn't a assumption. I'm not like placing, but most women's idea of communication isn't what we consider communication. Me, if you want to communicate with me, like when you hear communication, what do you think? Sit down, let's talk, right? Most women, again, not assuming, but in my experience, most women, their way of communicating is just like that, just like throwing little hints, or just like complaining and think they're communicating when in fact it's all I'm hearing is you complaining and like trying to like force me to do something I don't want, but you're not sitting me down and talking to me. You get me?
Yeah, but I mean, with the sense she says I brought it up multiple times, and the conversation always ends in a fight.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It sounds like she's like she hasn't started. Like I said, just read that sentence again. If you read it slowly and you understand what she's saying we've been talking about something, and then I brought it up. So it's not like he's mad because you ruined the mood. You get me? What if he was like cool, and then you're like, it's like for example, like if you buy, like if it's your girlfriend's birthday, and you forget like to buy her something that she really wanted, and it's 6 months from now, hey, you remember that time that you did? And it's not like, bro, like you get me? So it sounds, that's what it, like if you read that sentence again, that's what it sounds like she's doing. Like they'll be talking, like, oh, how was your day today? Oh, it was cool, blah blah blah, and then they'll go on, hey, why don't we, like that? You get me? And it's like, if you're gonna have a conversation about something serious like that, sit down and focus on having a conversation on that specifically. You get me?
So then that's what the advice you give her, just have an actual sit down conversation.
Yeah. Well, okay, look. In a relationship, yes. Like in a relationship, sex isn't the biggest part, but it's a big part for most people, right? So then my advice to you is, if you really want to get down to the root of the problem, sit down and focus your conversation strictly on that problem, instead of bringing it up in passing when you're talking about something else. And then if you don't like the answer he gives you, or if he's not willing to sit down with you, and it is that big of a part of your life where it's like you really do need it, like, bro, honestly, but if he's not the dude that wants to do it anymore, yeah, like it's probably time to move on, because if it is ruining her mental health that much, and it's like that much of a burden to her, I'll be like for her, like she said, for her own mental state and her own like well-being, yeah, you should probably leave, because like it's not worth something so minuscule, which I would consider minuscule in a relationship, shouldn't be the thing that like leads you to do something that you wouldn't normally do. You get me? Especially when it considers your mental health.
Yeah. Now for me, I feel like first we gotta see. Don't go like, what do you call it, detective, and see if he cheat on you, whatever. But I feel like, I mean, most of the times when it changes drastically, or like he just stops it out, there's something behind it. Like there's not,
because it's not like, continue. I'll
like, there's not a reason why he'll just stop out of nowhere. Like there's always a cause, like why he's stopping. I mean, for me, I feel like sex shouldn't be the deal breaker of leaving a person, especially since she says she's head over heels for this guy. Why are you gonna leave?
But then I think that's what like I said, it's not a big part, but for most people it's a pretty big part.
The way it says, like, the sex part is not like,
not for everybody.
Not that. The sex is not for like, it's not the main part of it. It's like a bonus part. I always say bonus, because like you know how they say when you get a license, it's not a right, it's a privilege. Exactly. So that's why I think it's with sex comes with the relationship. Like, it's a privilege, 'cause any day you could take it away. Yeah. But in my case, I wouldn't leave somebody off because they want to stop giving me, or they stop giving me. Yeah.
Like, because that shouldn't be the reason that you're with the person anyway.
Unless he's cheating on you, then that'd be the
different story. That's what I'm saying. So you agree that she should sit down with him and ask. Yeah, because if you're just like we said, you're just passing it on, like throwing the hints with it, that's not. You'll never get it. It's always gonna get in a fight. It's not. Because it's not like, oh, there you go again talking about that, bro. And like, you see, like, even me just thinking about that situation, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, bro, why do you keep bringing that up, bro? I feel like what she has to do is just look at it from both sides. Like, she has to see it in his eyes too, like what's wrong or what's going around in his environment that's making him like. Because it's like that, like you said, relationships are a two-way street, bro. You can't you can't expect your part of the relationship to go right and then just want to force the other person to do the
And I feel
same.
like if it were to flip the script, I think it would be the same. I don't think. I don't think it would be the same situation, and it would be even more problem because the girl's the one that's saying no.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like she has to sit down and
talk.
ask him.
And at that point, if he doesn't understand, if he's not comprehending what you're saying, then at that point, it's your decision to either leave or because you really set him down and said how that messes up your mental health and how it's messing you in the head. Yeah. So I feel like once you sit him down and actually like talk to him one-on-one, serious conversation, and if he still ends up in a fight, then you really know what you have to do.
Yeah, because like you said, like at the end of the day, it is your decision, but the fact that it's affecting your mental health and it is like doing all that to you, but like if it is that big of a deal to you, like you should probably sit down and talk because that's the only way you're ever gonna resolve it. And it's not like if you do ever want to understand like what's going on, you're gonna have to sit down and talk to him anyways. Yeah. He's not just gonna tell you about it.
Do you think he just got gassed out though? He was like, since they had so many times.
That could be a point, but that's what I'm saying.
You just gotta talk.
You'll never know unless you ask him.
But that's crazy. Like, I wonder how that affects relationship in the long run. Like if you do it every single like rabbit, any place, any time, I wonder like if that leads to like a decrease.
I'd be like, bro,
I'm tired. Yeah, we're not the same age as we once were. Yeah, but I mean, you just
we don't know how old they are too. They could be
but
like
2 years. 2 years is a lot of time, even if we don't know how old they are.
Be like, but that's what I'm saying. Like
2 years, you're younger. You're way younger than you were before.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that could just be it. He's probably just like, bro, just let me chill. Like
he got tired of But I mean, it's just all communicating, like serious conversation. Yeah. Don't do it through texts. You're never gonna feel the same emotion that it is face to face.
Yeah. Don't. And then don't when you talk to him, don't basically give him like, don't give him an ultimatum is what I'm trying to say.
Or don't sensitize it. Like don't make it too emotional. Like just be straight up. Because the more emotion you can put it, the more you're gonna be like, oh my god, here we go.
Yeah. If you keep bringing it up the same way you've been bringing it up, which it sounds like you've been just like, hey, blah, blah, like no, like we said, if you're gonna sit down and have a conversation about that, sit down and have a conversation just about that and not anything else. But you have to make sure you let them know that this is what we're going to talk about and this is what I want to know.
Yeah, but what if he denies having a sit down conversation? I think at that point, you already know.
Yeah, so then, like I said, at that point, if it is such a big deal and you don't like that about it, then it's time to go because it's not worth your mental health over.
It's not worth it, but at the same time, I don't feel like that should be a mental health issue.
No, it is.
It is, but I mean, I feel like I don't understand why, if that's, like we said, that's not a big part of...
But then there's such thing as sex addiction, so it could just be that too. But like I said, we're not going to diagnose because we don't know. But
exactly.
But like I'm saying, it isn't a big deal, but to some people, it really is that big of a deal. But yeah, to sum it up, just sit down and talk to him. If you don't like the answer he gives you, if you don't like what's going on...
It's your decision to leave or stay.
It's your decision to leave or stay and to evaluate if that is such a big deal to you to want to have to stay or ruin your mental health for. But at the end of the day, that's really your decision.
Yeah.
So
just have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
And if he denies it, then you know the decision you got to make.
Yeah. You'll know.
Yep.
You'll know. Cool. Next one. I'll let you read it again. You're already there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's too long. I'll do it. Let's see. All right. This one's titled, My Boyfriend Broke Up With Me Because I Didn't Tell Him That I Started Drinking Coffee Again. Oh, that one, I don't know. We'll see. That one sounds a little interesting. A few months ago, he demanded I stop drinking coffee completely because I had an episode of increased anxiety and trouble sleeping. I've been drinking coffee pretty much since I was 15, so I wasn't happy with that request, but I started saying that I loved him and I cared about his feelings. I'd do it for him, so I did. Oh, bro, he started off with an ultimatum.
Exactly, that's what leads.
Yeah, that's not good. But since I'm a student and I'm working full time, I started drinking coffee again and didn't tell him for like 2 months. It's a long distance relationship, so he never saw me drinking. Eventually, I told him I got back to drinking coffee, and he gave me an ultimatum. Another one? Damn. Yeah. That either I give up coffee or he will remove me from his life completely. He says that it's the only way I could undo my lie and prove that he's worth more than beverages. The whole situation seems a bit ridiculous. We are both adults, and an ultimatum of this sort is absolutely childish. What should I do? I actually did have other ultimatums too. He broke up with me once because he wanted me to get rid of all my shirts that are even slightly transparent, get rid of my old pajamas, and he wanted to change my spelling and pronunciation to American. He keeps texting me and trying to make me give up coffee to prove to him that I love and care for him and that he really meant something for me. I stopped responding because I'm lost and starting to feel like a bad person. For people wondering how much coffee I consume, it's always been
One a day.
One a day.
Oh my God.
And she's 23, just for reference, and her boyfriend's 31.
First of all, ultimatums never work. They always lead to downhill. As we can see that they broke up once already. And going based off of experience, I mean, ultimatums, I don't think this should be a part of a relationship because, I mean, you're just forcing somebody to do something.
To do something they probably didn't want to do in the first place. Which
I've done both. I've been the receiver and the, what do you call it?
The giver.
Yeah. I mean, it's not worth it. Like I said, you just gotta especially she's 23, she can make decisions on her own. And especially, like she said, it's just one a day.
That doesn't sound like an addiction.
People do like three or four times a day.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
I feel like he's just, going back to like the last conversation we had, we always said that like ultimatums never work. So then, I think this guy's insecure about himself.
He just it does. I don't
yeah, because about the clothes and the pajamas
that's not insecure. That's controlling. That's something else.
I feel like
he's not insecure. He's trying to control her. He's trying to be like, you're gonna wear what I want you to wear. You're gonna do what I want you to do.
That's like as somebody, don't you think that's insecure of himself?
No, that's right. Okay, remember the way I see it. He's 31. She's 23. That's already a power move, right? And so if I can make you do something that you don't want to do, that's just gonna give him more power. Yeah. So, like I said, to me, it just sounds like it's a power move. He just wants to be able to say, yeah, I could make you do this and you're going to do it. And the fact that he's throwing ultimatums out there, it just further proves that that's like an ultimate, like, controller, abusive type of mindset to be like, prove to me that you love me by doing what I tell you to do. Do you see how, like, backwards it is?
But I feel like
I would leave him.
They already broke up though. That's in the title.
Yeah, but then wait, hold on.
My boyfriend broke up with me because I didn't tell him I drank coffee.
That's fine. You're fine. Just move on.
You're better off without him. Yeah. I mean, you deserve somebody who's gonna love you for.
He legit sounds like a control freak. That's what he sounds like.
Well, don't you think it's a control freak because she's younger than him and doesn't want?
That's what I'm saying. It's a power move. He wants to, like I said, he forced you to get rid of shirts that you like. That if he wasn't there, you would still be ready. You would do whatever you want. Yeah. He got you to get rid of your pajamas. What does that have to do with anything besides the power move to be like, let me see if she'll do it. Let me tell her to get rid of her pajamas. And then the last one that she said is an even more proof of controlling. The fact that this dude was like, I'm going to change the spelling of your name so that it sounds more American. Like, bro, why can't he just love you for you, like you for you? What does he have to change? Everything it all sounds like a control game. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he wants to control every aspect of your life to be like, to have you like on that leash, to have you on standby. Like if it is a long distance relationship, that's exactly what it is. He wants you to be loyal so that when he ever visits you, he knows I visit this town, bro, I know where to go because she's gonna be there.
But then I was thinking, why is she still texting you after you guys broke up? That makes no sense.
Why were you gonna say that?
I said that he keeps on texting me, trying to get me off coffee.
I think that was before they broke up. That's why.
But I feel like if you love somebody or care about somebody, you shouldn't.
But we.
But I'm saying is like that shouldn't be. What do you call it? You shouldn't be saying, "Oh, if you love me, you do this for me." It's like, nah, man.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think he ever loved her. He just wants to control her because she is younger than him, and he feels like he can do whatever he wants. Because like we said, one cup a day, that's no problem, bro. Like people do that all the time. yeah, there is an issue if you were like drinking like 5 to 6, because then you have a caffeine addiction. But like one a day to like help you like get through what you go, especially if you're a full-time student.
Yeah.
And you're like, if you're a student and working full-time, like 1 cup of coffee isn't a problem, honestly.
And she says that whatever says coffee completely because I had an episode of increased anxiety or trouble sleeping. I don't think that has anything to do with the coffee.
Well, the coffee can, but
No, but
like
it's one a day. It's not.
Yeah.
I feel like the increased anxiety and trouble sleeping has to do with the school.
Has
and
to
like
do with working full-time
Exactly.
and being a student.
Exactly. That's
Not
all.
anything to do with drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Because yes, the coffee can boost those feelings, but it's not the prime cause of everything, you know?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. He sounds like he's feeding you like this BS to be like, oh, it's the coffee. Give it up. Oh, I don't like your shirt. Give it up. Like I said, it just sounds like he's controlling. The fact that you guys broke up it's a good thing, because it's like you're 23. Like, you don't need somebody controlling your life at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if that's what you want, then you shouldn't be complaining about what he's making you do, because obviously if that's really what you want, it's like you're gonna keep doing it anyways.
But I don't think she wants to give it. I don't think anybody wants to give somebody who's controlling. I think
you'd be surprised a lot. Like that's where.
But I think with that comes with like other growing up stuff.
That's like mental problems.
Yeah, or like.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, obviously she's not American. She has to be somebody foreign, right?
Yep.
So like it could be like a cultural thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then again.
But again, if you love somebody for who they are, that.
But he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
He just wants to control.
But she asking, what should I do? I mean, you guys already left, so I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Look.
And if you guys are still together, it's better to get off that situation now than before it gets out of hand later on.
I say you let bygones be bygones and just let them go and just move on, because at the end, like in the long run, this dude's gonna want to control every aspect of your life, and I don't think that's any way for somebody to live, because that's just a horrible existence. But like it's a good thing he left, because now you could focus on being who you want to be and finding out who you are as a person, as opposed to letting somebody else dictate who you are and what you do.
Yeah, see, because it's going to lead up to more of him controlling, because first started with clothes.
Yeah.
And now I went into coffee. And then you don't even know what's next. What else he's going to try to control now.
He could probably like make you stop talking to your friends, and he'll hit you with the, oh, if you love me, you'll stop hanging out with them. You get me? Because that's the thing that's the type of thing control freaks do. That's what they want.
But haven't we all been there though? At some point, like whatever relationship you've been on, oh, if you love me, you're gonna do this or that for me.
I've never done that.
No, been in that situation.
I've never been in that situation either. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Like I said, I've
I think
that's just me. I've always prided myself on communication.
Yeah.
So it's like, but
at some point, let's say like, I'm not saying that she is or whatever. Let's say the coffee did get out of hand. Did he have a right to say like you gotta stop drinking coffee?
No. That's not his life. That's not his decision.
If it's saving her life in the long run, why isn't he allowed to say, oh, you gotta stop drinking coffee? Not make an ultimatum, but say that you gotta stop drinking because of. Let's say.
But we're going. Okay. Hold on. We're going based off this scenario.
No, we're going based off of. Let's say she drank like 5 or 6. Does he have a right to be like, okay, you gotta stop drinking coffee?
Nope.
No. So what if she dies from it?
So that's her problem.
Wouldn't you think that he doesn't feel like bad because he could have stopped it?
Not if he's doing everything else.
No, I'm just saying like
if he wasn't controlling and it was just that one thing, no, he still doesn't have a right to do whatever he wants, because at the end of the day, like I told you last time, bro, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink it.
That's what I'm saying. So he has the right to say something, but not like make an ultimatum.
I mean, you have a right to say whatever the heck you want.
That's what I'm saying. No. So he has a right to say, I think you should stop drinking coffee because it's blah 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 blah.
I mean, I don't think so. I don't. Okay, let me rephrase my phrase. You have the right to say whatever you want, but you don't have the right to tell somebody to change. So, no, he doesn't have the right to tell her anything, but he does have the right to say whatever the heck he wants. But he can't do anything to change her life. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, but I feel like if it was like an actual like situation, I feel like he could have been like, okay, I think it's like
you could. Yeah, like I said, you could state your opinion, but at the end of the day, if she says no, you can't. You can't say anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good thing. Don't worry about it.
It's a good thing he left because, and then you probably would have been in the spiral like depression of him always like
Controlling
you, or is making these ultimatums and always making you feel bad about yourself because you drink coffee and all this stuff.
It cut off, but yeah, just it's fine. You're fine. It's a good thing that that you guys broke up, because it just sounded like a toxic relationship anyways. Yep. But yeah, good one. That was a good one. Yeah, just focus on you, bro. That's all you need. He wasn't worth it. All right, we'll get to the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you pick it.
I knew I was.
All right, let's. I want to hear this one because
this one's called "Girlfriend Loves to Get Drunk and Party and Goes to Random House Parties." My girlfriend loves to get wasted and goes to random house parties. Sometimes friends, sometimes not, and it's usually a surprise where she'll end up at the end of the night. I rarely actually get an invite, but that's probably because she never actually plans where she goes. The next day, she's either forgotten parts of what happened or fully. She doesn't see this as problematic in any way, and if I bring it up, I like to be there to take care of her. She thinks I'm being controlling and do not trust her. I'm not sure what to do. She goes out once a week or twice a week.
Leave her.
But then that goes back to the caffeine where he can't.
That's why I'm not. Okay. Leave her not because she's not doing what you want her to do.
Well, because she's alcoholic.
But leave her because not even that. Like I said, I don't care what you could be an alcoholic, druggie, whatever you want, but that's you. Leave her because you see a problem with it. It's affecting you. You get me?
Yeah.
I would leave her just on the basis of you don't like it. Okay, bro, leave. Like you're trying to do all this, trying to help her out. She obviously doesn't want your help. She obviously thinks you're controlling. Bro, just leave then. Just let her deal with it on her own. Don't.
Yeah, but as a boyfriend, why would you just leave? Because don't you think you want to solve the problem?
No, she doesn't want it solved. She doesn't, okay, for context, the girlfriend is 27 and I'm assuming the dude's around the same age.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I said, I'm not gonna, if I try to help you and you don't want my help, I'm not gonna help you. I'm bouncing, you get me?
Yeah.
And like you said, like, in your instance, right? With the druggie, did you like that she did drugs? And what did you do?
I left.
Same thing with him. I don't like that she gets drunk. Leave. What's the difference? It doesn't. Look. Being a good boyfriend, like what he's trying to do, comes with a fault because you're risking your own.
Yeah.
Priorities, what you think is right in the world. All of that, you're risking that for somebody that obviously doesn't care what you're doing for them. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna get hurt, where all of this is gonna happen, bro, just cut it off now. Nip it in the bud. Just leave. Honestly, because like once you find something, I've always been like, if you find something that major that like in your partner that you really don't like what you want to stay and fix it? No, that's who they are.
I feel like he never brought up the situation. He just says that all he brought up was he wants to be there, and she's like,
he tried to help. She said no.
Yeah.
Peace.
I don't think he tried to help. I think he just wants to take care of her. He never said,
But what do you call trying to take care of somebody? You're helping them.
No, but for me, helping is like trying to get rid of like that.
No, helping is taking care of you. If I'm taking care of you, I'm helping to make sure you're okay. But that's what I'm saying. It's like I said, he obviously found something he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's trying to stay and fix it, but she doesn't want it fixed.
And then it's like,
she could the fact that she's disrespecting you by not caring about your opinion, bro. Then why are you gonna stay? Like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like,
it's like what people tell me is like if you're in a relationship, like if they want to drink and you're around, that's cool. They could get like wasted, right? But if they're gonna be like around friends or whatever, and you're not gonna be there. Yeah, you could drink, but don't drink too much where you don't. I don't know what that gonna happen to you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's a little controlling, I think.
No, because it's like going back to what he's saying. Like he wants to be there when she gets like drunk because she doesn't remember anything.
But that's what I'm saying. He's trying to be there to help her, and she's like, "F you, bro, no."
Exactly. So she never respected him since the beginning.
She doesn't respect you. She clearly doesn't, because she does whatever the heck she wants anyways. Exactly. And in a relationship, if you tell somebody you have a problem with it, You can either sit down and be like,
They either change or
Look.
they won't when you leave.
yeah, no, like I feel like if you find a problem with somebody, you should be like, you know what, I don't like this. Like I'm just telling you, but like you can't change the person.
Yeah.
But you obviously found something that's a big deal to you because you're like writing about it, obviously. But it's like, bro, honestly, just leave.
Yeah.
I know you probably do care about her and all this, but she clearly doesn't care about you.
And then in the long run, it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, you're putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna end up like broken hearted because like, oh, you're gonna probably find out one time that like
she cheated on you or something like
cheated
that.
on you or something, but she's gonna use the excuse, well, I was drunk, blah blah blah. And it's like, you see, you're there's so many scenarios that could happen, and you're putting yourself in all those scenarios that it's like you're gonna end up hurt at the end, and she's gonna care. She could care less.
Like, at the end of the day, she's still gonna go to parties.
Yeah, she's still gonna do what she wants to do, and it's like, think about it. Whether you stay or you leave, she's gonna continue doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And if she does end up like what is it? Like, oh, breaking down because you broke up with her and like sincerely means it. That just means she just wants somebody to be around to control.
Exactly.
To manipulate, you get me?
Yeah, I don't think it's worth staying in the relationship.
I think you leave.
Yeah.
Honestly, because that's just too big of a red flag for me. Because like, if you've tried to help, if you've tried to be there for her and she rejects you, I'd be like, well, since she doesn't want me around when she's fine, then that's what it sounds like. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point in staying because, like you said, there's a whole bunch of red flags we see.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, but I don't think he's gonna leave.
He's probably not, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're telling you what you have to do. You have to get out.
Yeah.
You have to leave because it's just something that you clearly see as a red flag, and you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, because then if you leave later on in the relationship, you can be like, "Why she left there when I knew whatever." Da, 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 da.
Yeah, bro. Like, she's doing too many things that aren't worth your time, and you should just get out while you can. Honestly.
Especially since he already addressed it, I don't think he should.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, you should just leave, bro. Yeah. I know we say that a lot, but it's because that's what a lot of people need to hear, but don't want to hear, you know?
It's not worth staying and getting hurt in the long run.
Yeah.
It's for your own health, mental health, and all this stuff.
Yeah, just leave. But that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the last one too.
That was the last one?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, all right, guys, it's going to end this episode. To recap, good thing that dude left you because he was controlling anyways.
Yeah.
Or
you said the coffee one, right? So the girl at the parties,
break up with her.
Leave while
not
you
worth
can.
it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And the last chick, sit down and talk to him because if sex is that big of a deal to you, he should know that and just figure out if there's any way to console or fix that or just bounce and move on. But, yep, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you again for joining us on this episode of
The Truth Sucks.
Because in reality, the truth does suck sometimes, but somebody's got to tell it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See ya. Peace.